Mark My Words Productions.
And what would you tell people, like maybe some people that are wanting to maybe connect more with their highest self, maybe connect more with their highest self on a daily basis? Like, what message would you give them?
Well, I would tell them that whether they want to or not, they already are. You know.
Nice.
And I say that because even when I had my experience, I remember when I was coming out of it, my son was downstairs, and I consciously knew I had to check on my son. I was like, listen, I got to go check on my son. I was talking to this entity for like 30 minutes it felt. I was like, I got to go check on my son. And he's like, I understand. And I was like, can I talk to you tomorrow? You know, can I talk to you tomorrow? He was like, I'm always with you. And I was like, oh, all right, that's great. And so then, I came out of it, and then, the next day I tried, I couldn't get there. Then the next day I tried, I couldn't get there. But the next day I tried, I couldn't get there. A week, and then after like 3 weeks, I was like, man, I didn't know you meant a metaphor. But I mean, still, regardless, they are all they are connected to their higher self, whether they know it or not. Really, man, if you really, 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 really want to get down to it, they are the illusion. The higher self is really what's going on here, is what's playing this. You are your higher self, but you are the illusion in this illusion. Your higher self is playing you. So that's really what's going on here. But also, so they're connected to it whether they think it or not. But as far as really trying to get in tune to it, to where you can vibrate and be like, oh, I know that's it. Well, I mean, there's a number of different ways. One, meditation, I would say, is one of the best, and probably I would say, and I don't think it's not easy, but when you're meditating, it is very calm. You can go in, but when you're doing shamanisms, you can go everywhere. It's chaotic. So that's the difference in that. So, but I mean, so meditating, I feel, is one of the best things. And I mean, meditating is hard. I'll be the first one to say that. I mean, because it's hard to sit still in this noisy world, because this noise will distract you when you're trying to meditate. But you can, so you just little methods like that, and a lot of times really just be still and just to listen, because really your thoughts are really you're really having conversations in your head, and you don't even know it. You really are. And that is kind of like...
We're all schizo.
Yeah, we really are. We are all schizo. We are. I mean, there's nobody here that can't say they haven't had a conversation with themselves. Like, you do it even when you're building a piece of art. Like, that should go ahead. No, no, I don't think there. Maybe that. Yeah. So, and that is you really connecting to your higher self. You're having this conversation. You're communicating, and you're doing it without even knowing that you're doing it. So, but a lot of times you disregard a lot of these messages that just feel so right. Because, sometimes you just want something different. And that is fine. That is your choice. Really, all the answers are within yourself. So if you just take all these interviews that people, I'm going to listen to so-and-so, or I'm going to read this book, or I'm going to watch this video to help me here. Really, all those things are like secondary. All the answers really lie within yourself. And really, if you just do exactly what you said, if you just really just shut down and just listen sometimes, really, you can hear it, subtly just coming to you in these forms of imaginary, art thoughts, just feeling, just coming, and you can just feel the rightness and the clearness, coming over you, and also your senses become way more keen when you turn off a lot of these other distractions, you start to pay attention. You realize other things that are around, and you realize the God, the oneness in everything.
I know they give me respect, even before walking the venue, they see it tatted on my neck.
Marc Marcel Productions.